vertical film video because doesn't seem. Wait, what if I press this? What is that? Oh, it's a highlight. No highlights. Um,
In order to
eh,
fully tell the story and its help.
because I got this lying on the laptop, and I have sunscreen on my lips, and clear sunscreen here, but obviously this light I see all the red marks on me. But anyways, um, so we are still the 20th of July, 2024. We are 4:20 p.m. I did a video in French today, and I uploaded it from the gym, and now I'm doing a live because I was supposed to be going on a little date, sex date, whatever you want to call it, um, and I was running late, and I was like, but he actually said he got work today, so he got a job, a day job. He's always looking for extra money. He's on holidays from his uh, airport job. Anyways, I won't tell you from what country he's from. Maybe you could figure it out. Anyways, so he wanted to schedule for tomorrow, and I'm like, okay, yeah, and that works for me. So tomorrow I'm not going to the gym. At 9 o'clock I have a personal training client. At 11 o'clock I have my improv, and at 4, um, it looks weird in the. Okay, that's yeah, okay. It looked like I had mittens on, but okay. There, now I could. Okay, my hands aren't swollen, so it looked a little bit. I was giving some Kevin Samuels type hands. He died of a heart attack. But anyways, no. So yeah, so 4 o'clock meeting with him. So that works out well. And he sent me. My Spanish has gotten better, although I do need to find a place where I can study it. But um, he started a sentence with like I never know the conjugation because I think sometimes he just conjugates badly. You know, I don't see him as an intellectual, but it's the person I communicate with. So, um, but I need to learn. I'd like to learn the proper way. Oh, hello, Denise. How are you? I'll just keep talking. Yeah, so he started the sentence off with andos. And I know you said it once before, but I didn't understand what it meant. I got the gist of what he was saying. He wanted to change it for tomorrow. That he got a little job today, but he didn't have any punctuation or anything. I'm like, come on. He's not accommodating for the fact that I'm having difficulty with the Spanish, and he doesn't speak English or French. But anyway, so I got the gist, and I always text back. Sometimes I'll put it into translate to get the gist, but it didn't. Well, thank you for subscribing, Denise. Tell everybody I need more subscribers. I do, but yeah. So when I put into translate, it didn't have a translation for andos. It just used the same word. But I always get the gist of what he's saying, and then I always reply with a clarification. You want to change? You want to see me tomorrow? I'm just copying you, Denise. You want to? So I said, you want to change the date for tomorrow? And he's like, yes. And like, what time? And I'm doing this all in Spanish. So I get around it, but I want to know what he says. So then I usually like will put it in quotation marks the word, and I'll put a question mark. But I don't think he understands. So, oh, Denise, you left. All right, but anyways, um, So I felt, oh, both of you are back. What? I don't get this. It like goes off and goes on with the subscribers. Now two of you are back in. Who is the other person? Say hello. Show yourself. So, anyways, so then I repeated the question. I said, so I had to be more specific, which it's really hard. Uh, we seem to be talking very vaguely. So I said, tell me. Well, I said it in Spanish. I said, dime, ¿qué es andos? No puedo buscarlo en Google traducir. So I said, what is andos? What does that mean? I don't know. I can't find it in Google Translate. So then he wrote out, um, I'm going out to a job now or whatever. And I'm like, oh, okay. He said salio. Salio. I know salgo is salir is to go out. So I kind of understood it. I mean, I knew what it meant, but I don't know what it means. So then I looked it up on Google. I was like, what is the word? I didn't want to go into too much detail with him because he's not a teacher, you know. He doesn't even try to learn French or English. Well, he's like, oh, when I came here, there's, the classes are full, and I kept suggesting, like, okay, we're gonna go on Meetup.com and go into conversation groups, and he's like, oh, you can teach me, but then he's never available because he's working all the time. So it's like I get it. You want money, money, money. You want to work like a dog all the time, and you complain that people here, and he's done that people here have so much money because they go to all the raves and all the rumbas, and then they go to, they pay for beers and they pay for this, and I'm like, you don't even know. You don't even know people with, on government assistance paying all that, then they don't have money in the bank. What do but anyways, some people have a thing in their head about how they think what you see is what you get, and that's not true. So anyways, so then I looked up on Google. I was like, okay, I found the word was andar. And then I see a post on it, and it's like, okay, it's a word that's not easily translatable into English. Okay, that's why Google Translate didn't work, Um, and it basically means to walk, but caminar means to walk. But people use the word andar to mean several things. Basically, he was using it to say, I'm going to this place for work. That's basically what he was going to say. He could have said voy al whatever, or salgo para caminar, whatever, these things. So, but that's the word he uses often because he's used it before. I remember that. I can't scroll back on the messages to find that, but and now I don't know I should look it up. I tried to look up the um, conjugation. I tried to use it the first person, and it said I will go. So it's okay. Eventually, I have to accept that it's not translatable, but I understand the gist. Um, just like there was something I was saying to him in person. You cannot say, uh, like when you call someone a pet name in English, if someone's close to you and you're stumping them or whatever, um, or you use play words, baby or whatever, and there's no words to mean that. So I know Latin, like if I remember the film I watch a lot, Amores Perros, love, love bitches, I don't know what you call it. But anyways, they would say a lot, mi amor. So whatever. Anyway, so that was a little bit of an effort to learn Spanish today. Every little bit helps, especially if I keep conversing with this guy, and we've been stumping pretty regularly. So that's good. So that's why I'm a little more motivated to, bone up on my Spanish because it's like I need it. Um, so that's that. So I want to tomorrow. So, anyways, the point of this video was, um, I don't know. I was at the gym, and this guy was talking to me. But before he was talking to me, this is one guy, and he got into trouble with screaming with someone. He didn't get kicked out, but anyways, I wanted to go get chocolate bars, and I haven't had that in a while. I've been cooking my food, and I haven't had the need for that. Only once a few weeks ago. Um, and today I was like, I'm going to get chocolate bars, especially if I was going to go meet this guy, but he changed it for tomorrow, so I'm not. So I'm like, damn it. And then this guy talks to me at the gym. He's like, you write everything in your book? And I'm like, yes. And then he's talking about you trying a transformation. I'm like, no. But he was projecting. He wanted to do a transformation. So he's talking about that, and he's like shows me this guy. And he says it takes 10 to 15 years to make a transformation. Like he's got this thing in his head, but there's something stuck. And he's like, you got to count all your calories and all that. I'm like, you don't have to. There's other ways to do it, you know. But then, it got into my head like, oh, don't get the chocolate bars. So anyway, so I got out and I went into the grocery store, which is a nice one. And then I see people from the gym there. And there's one older guy who's still lean, but so it's like, okay, so I'm like thinking, okay, what can I do? Because this is a situation, I want to have the chocolate bars, but then if I let a lot of those things happen, and I do that all the time, if I let a lot of those things happen, they will add up, and then I'll just do it habitually. That's the addiction. What can I do as a substitute? Now, I know theoretically, I've seen, ads and articles and stuff from dietitians, say just wait a bit before, like 15 minutes before fish eating, then you'll stop feeling the need to eat. And I kind of transferred it to like, okay, wait a bit before doing an impulsive movement, getting chocolate bars, to see if you still have that urge. And for me, it usually goes more and more and more. 4 people on here. Say hello, everyone. What is it? Oh, is it because we're Saturday afternoon? I think so. Just good timing. So, I got to the grocery store. I'm like, I do not want fruit. Well, I was buying frozen fruit for smoothies, but in my head, it's like the smoothie doesn't seem to cut it. Now, I've been making my food great, but then I'm going to have a sweet tooth after. Maybe. And in the past couple of days, this is the second day, I finally bought Greek yogurt and I put blueberries in it. And I had that at the mall where the gym is in the grocery store. And now I'm home and I'm going to cook my food. So I have something to cut it and then make my food. And I think I'm all right. I don't feel the need for the chocolate bars anymore. But then again, Greek yogurt is not, it's animal product. So not that I'm trying to be completely vegan. I mean, it's been over 10 years. This is, am I okay with it? I don't know. But I realize I don't, I like to have substitutes for things that I impulsively buy. Um, I'm not an ethical vegan or anything like that. It's not, but I don't eat meat. But sometimes I'll get a can of tuna if I want a variety. The other week I got egg whites because I wanted to make fried rice, and then I saw Hair Cafe channel. I saw one of his videos, and he did like use tofu as fried as scrambled eggs. So I'm like, there's an option, but I don't know the options yet. But in the meantime, I have to kind of, you know, indulge and then figure out what to do afterwards. So I can't be a vegan yet because I'm not fully prepared for it. You know, so that's where I'm at. It's a process. It's progress, not perfection, right? For me. I don't transform overnight. But yeah, so it's a little success because I managed to kind of not do anything impulsive. I bought something that was relatively healthy, um, and I'm ready to cook, and and on the days I work, I just have nuts and apples, which is healthy, and then I cook when I get home. So that's kind of the life I'm trying to build, and it's taken many, many, many years. But every year, something new sticks. You know, it's been so long since I've bought McDonald's, and I don't have an urge for it. And back in the day, I was originally trying to find, you know, non healthier versions there, non animal versions, all that stuff. And then I think things transform, and they evolve and all that stuff. And then you kind of build upon everything else to go in the right path that you want to go. So that's that. So I they had broccoli on special, and I have some leftover rice, and I'm gonna put some noodles in it, and I'm gonna put the vegetables that I have. I'm gonna cook, um, and that will be that. And then afterwards, if I feel like it, I'll make a smoothie. But sometimes it's enough. I don't know. It's like I feel a change that's happened in terms of my appetite and stuff like that. So I don't know. We'll see. I'll keep you posted. But I noticed something today, so I want to note it. All right. Bye, everyone. Thank you for coming in and stepping out, and that's it.